Hey, storytellers, welcome back to Storeytelling Tarot. This is Jeida K Story, and I am so excited to be back with y'all today. It's been a minute since I've done a pick a card, and I am so excited about this particular one because this one was requested by a viewer. So I have to shout Lace out for suggesting this wonderful topic. Today we're looking at how will sweetness enter your life this season. So if you have a suggestion for a pick a card reading topic, then you can always drop me a comment or send me an email. You can even reach out to me on my socials and let me know what you would like to see here on the channel, and you might just get chosen. All right. Of course, you know that if you want a personal reading with me, that information is available in the description box below. I would love the opportunity to read for you, to divine and see what the ancestors and spirits who walk with you have to share with you regarding the matters in your life. And without further ado, we're going to get started into this reading. So today we have 4 chapters to choose from: chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. If you need more time, you can always pause the video. I encourage you to take a deep breath and see which one is calling to you. As always, I say, if more than one pile is calling to you, it could mean that you have more than one message. So I encourage you to watch as many as you feel called to watch. All right, let's get into chapter 1. Hey, chapter 1, let's look into the sweetness that will be entering your life this season. Okay, so we have 2 oracle cards here. This is going to represent the sweetness that's coming in, and this is going to be how you can access that sweetness. So let's look at it. You have the crowning, initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Okay, my chapter 1s, y'all are coming through strong. Spirit is speaking about you all being given opportunities, being given the microphone, if you will. It feels like, especially because I'm thinking about the seat at the table, right? I'm thinking about you being someone who might have been feeling forgotten, someone who may have been like used to being in the shadows, someone who is kind of like in the background. And Spirit is saying, no, this is your time. This is a time for your head to be lifted and for you to be in the spotlight. It's kind of reminded me of the 6 of Wands, whereas, you have been through some tribulations and now you're marching back into town and you're the center of attention now. And so I think that that's so beautiful. I think that that is such an exciting thing, especially as the seasons are changing. It feels like you are like being pruned, which is probably where this initiation is coming in. Is this pruning that's happening? Some shaping up, some adjustments that are being made. But this thing about thresholds is talking about like this portal that you all are going through. It's speaking about birth and rebirth. It's the change and transformation. And so you are being called into a portal, and that's the sweetness that's coming for you. So if you have been someone who's been feeling ignored and neglected, Spirit is saying like, no, your time is coming. Your time is coming. It's upon you now. And so let's see what the oracle card has to say for how you can access it. Okay, spiritual career. So 2 things that's coming up. For some, this may be a pile of folks who are not only those who are like gifted spiritually, like we all have some type of spiritual gifts, right? But you may be someone who is looking to expand these gifts into an actual business. And if you already have a business, it's about to take off. It's about to expand. You're about to reach new people. You're about to reach a different audience. You're about to make some changes that are going to, like, and what I'm even hearing for some of you is that you're about to actually like change your strategy. You're about to actually change what it is that you sell, what it is that you market, what it is that you offer to the world, right? What I'm also hearing was for spiritual career is that it seems like some of y'all are like going through or needing to go through some type of training. So it may be that you are actually on the precipice of getting ready to do some type of mentorship or internship, or working with an elder, working with someone who is like, and it feels spiritual. Like, we're talking about initiations, but it feels like someone who's like guiding you through what it is that you are working on. And so this is how you're going to get to that sweetness. That's the sweetness that's coming in, and that's how you're going to get there. Oh, I really love that for y'all. Let's see. I'm going to pull some tarot cards, and then we're going to pull some prediction cards as well to see what other sweetness is coming in for you. And then after we pull the prediction cards, we're going to also pull some, like, one last oracle about how you can access these things. Okay, so let's look at now. I just kind of want to get the story, using the tarot to get like the story of the sweetness entering your life. Let's get some. Okay, well, all those wanted to come out. Okay, strength, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, let's get one more card. Spirit, what do you have for my chapter ones? Wow. You have strength, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely like for those of y'all who are in business, wanting to break out into business and work for yourself and do things to like make your mark is what I'm hearing. Like, I feel like that you are on the precipice of this. And the Strength card is here just say to keep going. Keep going. You have been working diligently. You have been waiting for things to shift. You have been trying to figure out what it is you need to do. Some of y'all been trying to beat the algorithm, and you just frustrated because it's like, I cannot, like, no one's paying attention to what's going on. And so Spirit is saying, like, continue, like, on this, there's a sweet message of like, continuing to believe in yourself. Continuing to believe in yourself. And the Ace of Pentacles is Spirit saying, like, listen, look, your opportunity is coming. But watch the acceleration from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, again, sounds a lot like that mentor or someone coming in, someone who understands what you're going through, someone who understands what it is that you're trying to birth, what it is that you are going, like the thresholds and the places that you're trying to get to. This feels like a guide coming in to assist you with that. And so Spirit is just, to me, just really saying for you, my chapter ones, is the sweetness that's coming in is going to require you to be confident and to be steadfast. Confidence, being steadfast, and also just trust that the work that you have been doing behind the scenes, or like seemingly behind the scenes, like, it will be noticed if you continue to put forth the effort and continue to believe in yourself and your giftings. Like, yes, you will start to begin to see fruit. There's patience that's necessary, though. There's patience that's necessary. And for some of you, there is some learning and some training that has to happen as well. But I have so much faith that beautiful things are coming for this group. Let's look at some of these prediction cards. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me what other sweetness is coming in for my chapter ones? This one. Let's see. Oh, wow. I was going to see, I think I want to do 4. Yeah, let's get 2 more. Spirit, what sweetness is coming in from my chapter ones? Oh, okay. Okay, we'll take the ones that were turned over. Wow, that's so many. Let me clean up a little bit. We keeping these? Yeah, okay. So we have broken ring, parting of ways in either romance or business. Yeah, I said that though. I said that there's some of y'all are about to change up. Some of y'all are about to completely reimagine what you've been doing. Some of y'all are about to take, some of y'all are going to pivot, and some of y'all are going to like be fascinated by something new. And I think that is going to open up new facets of possibility within your business. Then you have persevere and you will overcome problems. I mean, I can't make this up. That's exactly the message that I was receiving with the strength card. It's like, keep going. Look at that. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that that particular card fell on top of the King of Pentacles. Look at that. Tortoise. Slowly but surely you're getting ahead. There's patience that's necessary, chapter 1. I want you to know though, and I think this right here, the take care enemies are working against you. Ooh, some people do not want to see you win, but you are made different. That's why the strength card came out first. You are made different. You're different. You carry yourself differently. You know what you are. You know what you are made to do. You know you're made for greater. And I know right now you may be frustrated. I know right now you may feel like you're being completely ignored and unseen, but I want you to know that your spirits are like fully aware. And so that's why they're saying that your way to your sweetness is the career. So don't give up on the business. Don't give up on the ideas. Even if things aren't kicking off the way you want them to, seek out assistance. Seek out assistance. And also, what lessons have you already learned? If we're looking at the King of Pentacles as lessons, what lessons have you already learned that you can apply to your life right now to help you reach your next aligned path and your goal? That's personal for your personal life and your spiritual life. Because working, just because there are so-called like ops or haters or enemies trying to work against you, that does not mean that what they throw at you is going to work. And so Spirit is saying you need to just persevere. Just keep going. You will overcome whatever it is, whatever energy this is, you will overcome. You have the assistance of guides, your mentors, your teachers. Cling to them because slowly but surely you're going to get ahead. Let's look at one final card for like your guide. Like, what is it that you can like, what's going to help you in the season ahead? What do you have for my chapter 1? Is this one? Okay. Abundance. Yeah. And you have you have the Pentacles here, the King of Pentacles. Yeah. It's talking about abundance. And it says Columbine encourages you to joyfully embrace life's bewildering array of uncertainties with a kind of confidence that doesn't require too much thought. Hello, Strength card. Go with the flow with what feels right. Abundance is the knowledge and security that comes with the acceptance that all your needs are being met. And that is exactly the message of the King of Pentacles. They have already lived enough life to know, okay, I know what it means to live in abundance. I know what it means to be resourceful. I know what it means to have reached a certain level of mastery in my gifting and in my offerings and in my whole being. And so I know how to tap into what I need to tap into to get what I need. I am secure. I am safe. I am stable. I am grounded. And so I love that abundance is the knowledge and security that comes with the acceptance that all your needs are being met. Even if you can't see it yet, chapter 1, they are being met. Trust your spirits, trust your ancestors, and trust yourself. You did not get this far to be left behind. Your day in the spotlight is coming. All right, chapter 1, I hope that was helpful for you. We will see you in the next video. Hey, chapter 2, welcome to your reading. And today we are looking at how will sweetness enter your life? How will goodness and sweetness enter your life in this season? So excited to look into this. So we have 2 oracle cards on the table. The first one is going to be the sweetness that's coming in, and this is going to be how you access it. Then we're going to look at some tarot cards to kind of get the story of your sweetness coming in. We're going to look at some prediction cards to see what other sweetness is coming in, and then we're going to get like that one like tool that's going to help you put it all together. All right, so let's get into this. So your sweetness coming in, you have the thorn. The thorn, oh, I love it. The thorn, which represents protection, boundaries, and clear communication. Yeah, so the sweetness coming in for you, oh, I don't know why, but I'm hearing the song. You know the song, Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child. Ooh, and so it feels like for in this particular group that there may be folks who have been feeling completely raw, completely exposed. And so the sweetness coming in for you is protection. The sweetness that's coming in for you is covering. It's like I just saw someone come and just put like a large, fluffy blanket over your shoulders. And I just saw like you were shivering, and this person, this beautiful, like angelic being kind of approaching you and putting this blanket over you and just rocking you. There's something about being swaddled. And so that's for you, that's like sweetness, because maybe you've been someone who's had to do so much life on your own. Someone who may have been wanting assistance, but maybe people just didn't come. They didn't hear you crying. They didn't hear your need. And so Spirit is saying, we're bringing that in for you. That's the sweetness that's coming. So it feels like the ancestral mothers, really, for this group. It feels like the ancestral mothers coming in and say, let us wrap our arms around you. Let us baby you. Let us love on you. But they're also saying like the need for you to have boundaries around your sweetness, your inherent goodness that you already carry, that you have. And so it feels like also what's going to happen for you in this season, chapter 2, is that you are going to have boldness behind your voice. That there's a bass that's coming to your voice. There's power coming behind your vocal cords, because when you speak about what it is that you need and what it is you like, what's going to preserve you and keep you, there's going to be like like it's like your ancestors are like amplifying the message, making it clear. But oh, that's beautiful. Let's see how you can access this sweetness. Whoa, well, we cannot make that up. Relationship change. Relationship change. Wow. Yeah, these are definitely the mothers. Because this relationship, the changing in relationships, I love that this is a sweet message, right? What's coming in for you is that things are going to shift relationally, and it feels like that needs to happen for you, chapter 2. It feels like that's what's necessary, which is why the mothers came and swaddled you first, because they're saying like, let us stand in the gap, and then let us send more people to assist you. So as relationships are changing, you don't feel like you are the cause. As relationships are changing, you don't feel like you are to blame. Sometimes there's no one to blame due to a relationship change. Sometimes it just doesn't fit. And the mothers want you to know that you deserve to be in a place where you fit and where you belong. All right, so let's see what else they have. I want to look into the story of this, what else they have to say. Spirit, what else do you have to say for my chapter 3s, 2s? These two? Okay, these two. And let's get one more for my chapter 2s. One more message from my chapter 2s regarding the sweetness. This one. Okay. Look, bottom of the deck, you have the Empress. Yeah, there's heavy mother energy. There's heavy protective mothering, the ancestral mothers, the women folk in your family wanting to pull up for you. I'm just going to put that to the side, actually, since it's there. Let's see what else they have to say. You have the Knight of Swords. Yep. The Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. Yeah. The Knight of Swords is talking about you communicating those boundaries. It's also talking about you having the agency to take action that is for your best and highest good, that is for your protection, that is for those boundaries that we were talking about. And this Two of Pentacles, it's the way that, yes, it can be about balance, but it can also be about what it feels like is like you not having to tiptoe around people anymore. You stop feeling like you have to walk on eggshells around people. They're saying they don't want that for you. They're saying that that is not freedom. That's not how it should be. And so, yes, the Five of Cups is here to say, yeah, there may be some loss. There may be some changes in those relationships. Yes, it may be there. But your ancestral mothers, your guides are with you as those changes are happening. And so I appreciate the fact that the Knight of Swords is here. So listen, with the Knight of Swords here, if you are someone who like you don't understand or it's difficult for you to clearly say what you need, even if what you need is space, for some of you, maybe getting in the mirror and practicing, just saying it out loud, like saying out loud. For some of you, maybe you need to write it down. Maybe the way that you ask for what you need, including boundaries and making sure that you are safe and protected in your relationships, perhaps is writing it down. Perhaps you need to journal. Perhaps you need to write letters to people. Perhaps you just have like a secret like burner account, Twitter, Instagram, where you just say what you need. You just let off all those angry tweets. You just let off in your stories on IG, or you have like, I don't know if some people like, there might be, maybe this is real specific, but like, I don't know why, but like something about the idea of like creating an Instagram account and like that nobody follows and just going live. And just the idea of you like letting off what's really on your heart. Practicing with this Knight of Swords, practicing that communication, practicing saying those things, practicing letting people know where you stand, that you're not going to play this tiptoe game with them anymore, that you're not going to tiptoe around your own feelings anymore, that you're going to embrace any feelings that come up, whether it's grief, whether it's sadness, whether it's regret, whether it's pain, or whether the tears that you're crying are tears of joy because you're finally understanding what freedom and relationship feels like, what aligned friendship feels like. And maybe if you don't even have that right now, Spirit is saying, I really truly feel that goodness will come in for you, that new aligned relationships will come in. And sometimes the wait for those things to happen can feel unbearable. So what would it be like for you to feel swaddled and loved spiritually? To be swaddled and loved by the folks who are in your life, who you do trust, who are good to you. To share with them what's coming up for you. Let's see what other goodness is coming in for my chapter 2s. Spirit, what sweetness is coming in for my chapter 2s? Let's get 3 more cards. What sweetness is coming in for my chapter 2s? Let's get 4. This one. Nope, this one. Okay. Let's get 2 more cards, Spirit, please. For my chapter 2s, the sweetness that they can look forward to. Okay, and let's get one more. One more. Okay. All right. You have, the first one that came out was the door. Opportunities are waiting for you. There are. Yeah. You also have Mountain Road, which says you are on the road to success. So yeah, that's why sometimes the protection and boundaries are needed, because you're going somewhere. Look at that. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Feeling tied down or frustrated. And that's why sometimes the changes must come, because you have to move on. You have opportunities waiting for you. You are on the road to success. You cannot afford to be tied down anymore. And so that frustration could be some of this Five of Cups. But Spirit is saying, practice those boundaries. Practice saying what needs to be said. And also know that your ancestral mothers are protecting you. And you look at that. Happiness. Happiness. That's what you can look forward to in this season. Happiness. Oh my goodness, chapter 2. So if you were watching this reading thus far and you were like, oh my goodness, the sad cards. I told you, for some of you, these tears are not tears of sadness. For some of you, these are tears of joy. It's like I'm free. I can explore the love I deserve. I can explore the opportunities I deserve. I can move toward that now. Wow, that's beautiful, chapter 2. Let's get one last card for how we're going to bring it all, how you're going to bring it all together, what you're going to need to bring it all together in this season. Spirit, what do you have for my chapter 2s? This one? Oh, no, this one. Okay. Opening. It's represented by crocus. And it says, tender crocus is one of the first flowers to appear in the spring. She is gently reminding you to be open to the beauty and softness of the world, even though it may seem harsh and inhospitable at times. Trust in the process. Open and accept the possibility that there is love and magic surrounding you always. Yes, chapter 2. And that's exactly what the Five of Cups shows us. That even while this person is having a moment, even though these 3 cups have spilled, there's 2 cups. The 2 of Cups represents love and partnership and hope in relationships. That's what's still there. So Crocus is saying, in order for you to tap into all of what is coming for you, be open to relationships changing, because it is ultimately for your best and highest good. All right, my chapter 2s. I hope that was helpful for you. We'll see you next time. Hey, my chapter 3s, welcome to How Sweetness Will Enter Your Life This Season. I'm so excited to do this reading for you. So we're going to start with these 2 cards here. This card is going to represent the sweetness that's coming in for you. This one will be how you are going to access it, how this is going to come about in your life. After we look at the 2 cards on the table, I'm going to pull some tarot cards to kind of get the story of the goodness coming in for you. And then I'm going to pull some prediction cards and then one final oracle at the end. All right, so let's see what we have for you coming in. We have rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. Ooh, juiciness. Juiciness, my chapter 3s. It's really giving, ecstasy is the perfect word, because y'all remember those hair commercials when they were just like, oh yes, very moaning and like sexual gratification type of thing. I think it was Herbal Essences, or was it? It might have been Herbal Essences. That's just kind of what I heard. It's like, it feels like very warm and very exciting what's coming for you. Very exciting and very passionate, to say the least. Yeah, Spirit is saying like, sexy times are here for you. Sexy times are here for you. And also, like, what I love is the idea of like embodied sensuality. That's something that my coach JT Perry teaches and talks about often, but embodied sensuality. And so that means like making different parts of your regular mundane day sensual. How can you love on yourself? How can you make yourself feel sexy and desired and desirable? Even if you don't have a partner right now, what are the ways that you can engage in really juicy, sexy rituals that make you feel just so, that va 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 voom, So let's see how you can enter into that in the season. Karmic completion. Ooh. This really just feels like, with the karmic completion, it feels like that you are moving in like what? Okay. So what I just heard was shame. It feels like there may be people in this group who have some shame around fully exploring the vastness of the sensual exploration that they feel called to. So I feel like for some of you, this season is going to welcome in some sexual healing that's necessary for. So some of y'all may have been heavily churched, where maybe you were in purity culture, or a victim of, I should really say, a victim of purity culture, where your body and your sexuality were demonized. And yeah, this may also be a group full of queer people in which your sexual identity and your gender identity and your queerness, which is your whole beautiful essence, may not have been understood and held to high regard. And sometimes that can close us off to all of the beauty that's available to us. And so what it feels like is Spirit is saying that you are coming to a place of really like shrugging off other people's stuff that they try to put on you, so that you can begin to step into the fullness of sensuality, sexuality, self-love, self-regard, I'm hearing pride, even like having like so much, like there's no more hiding for you. There's so some of y'all, it's you may be new to your queerness, or new to accepting or realizing, oh wow, I'm a queer person. Oh wow, I'm not straight at all. Oh wow, like, and I may be in a relationship that is someone that I'm no longer aligned with, because I want something more. For some of you, maybe you're wondering, like, I might be poly. I think that I want to explore a polyamorous relationship. For others, it's I'm asexual or aromantic, and I want to explore what this looks like for me. And so know that, I talked about juiciness and warmth and all of that, but also like that doesn't always like need another person. It doesn't always mean sex either. There's something about you being, again, I talked about that embodied sensuality, but there's something about you feeling and having agency over your sexual identity that is freeing here. And that's the ecstasy, That's some of that pleasure, because you get to define it for yourself. There's no church, there's no pastor, there are no parents, there are no institutions trying to tell you anymore. You have taken on some self-determination, I get to say. And so that feels like that's what that completion is. That like it's something that is coming to a close now. I'm done with that. Oh yeah. I'm also hearing this group is really, really, really creative. Because when I think about sensual and energy and like passion, there's also like creativity that flows from, those same places. And so I really love this. That's gorgeous. All right. Let's see what the tarot has to say as well regarding regarding these lines. Let's see. Spirit, what do you have to share regarding these matters for my chapter 3s? Oh, all three? Okay. Yep. All three cards. Okay. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands, this is the Black Femme Tarot. And I love that the 4 of Wands is usually a wedding. And we have two Black femmes, celebrating a queer ass wedding. But I just love this too. And then look, even below that was the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is also showing a new reality. This is like pure joy. And this is like a new foundation. And that's what this feels like for you, my chapter 3s. A new foundation, a new idea of family, of safety, of love and joy, and enjoying it with the people that you want to do it with. in whatever type of romantic or non-romantic dynamic that you want. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So let's see what the cards have to say here. You have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is all about you doing you and you feeling comfortable again in your body, feeling at home with yourself, not allowing what other people have put on you, any type of shame. I see y'all as the Knight of Swords moving far away. Almost like for y'all with the Knight of Swords, I feel like you're like undoing the programming that has been in your mind, that has been forced upon you about yourself as a sexual or non-sexual being, as a romantic or non-romantic being. Whatever like narratives that have been placed on you, or obligations that have been placed on you, I feel like the Knight of Swords is here to say you rewrite your own story. And the Seven of Wands is really just saying, back up off me. Back up off me. I get to determine what is rightfully mine. And look at how you are seated in a place of prosperity and like this abundance of self-assuredness. Oh, I love this so much for you, chapter 3. You are home with yourself again. Maybe for some of you, you're home with yourself for the first time. And I love that. All right, let's look at some prediction cards. What other sweetness is coming in for my chapter 3s? I like this is like really giving like you dressing how you want to dress. You presenting how you want to present. Some of y'all changing pronouns. Some of y'all changing pronouns. Changing pronouns and changing your attire, changing the way how you dress, how you look, and it feeling like good to you. It feeling like, oh, this is who I am. Oh, I like this. I like this. Yeah, that feels really cool. All right, so yeah, I just saw like in my mind's eye just someone who it was someone like putting on clothes that feel aligned to them, that aren't according to the gender binary or making them abide by it. And I just saw them like weeping in the mirror because they saw themselves in the real, in 3D, the way they've always felt on the inside. Oh, that's gorgeous. This card here. Okay, let's get 4 more cards. Yeah, I just see y'all coming into your own. Look at that crown. Honor and respect will come to you. I'm telling y'all, this is about you showing up in the world as who you are, who you know you are. I know that's right. Let's get one more. Okay, look at that. Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony and crown. Let's see what else is coming in for y'all. Basket, recognition, reward, and merit. Ooh, wow, my chapter 3s. Stepping into a new experience. I cannot make this up. Yeah, I feel like some of y'all are about to really start showing up in the world as who you were always meant to be. And that's beautiful. And for some of y'all, it might be scary a little bit. Oh, but I'm telling you, I feel like you are finally about to experience that joy and that happiness that you knew you deserved the whole time. Ashe. All right. Let's get one last oracle card that's going to represent like how you're going to bring this all together, the integration that's needed. Okay, well, both of them? Oh, they said we need both of them. Okay. Nobody else got 2 cards, by the way, just y'all. You have nurturance, Lady's Mantle, which says, like being held in your mother's arms, Lady's Mantle brings feelings of gentle reassurance and joyful contentment to your body, mind, and soul, especially during times of upheaval and change. Wow. Know that you are loved and fully supported in all ways. You have all the inner resources you need to be happy and whole. I mean, come on, chapter 3. And then you have, look at that. Sunflower, confidence. Confident sunflower stands tall and radiant, shining like the sun. When you are suffering from low self-confidence or self-doubt, Sunflower humbly reminds you of your true magnificence, instilling acceptance and understanding and allowing loving compassion to flow from your heart. So as you are going through, like moving through and removing that and healing, like I said, the shame, oh my goodness, you are coming into your own. You're nurturing and giving yourself, your inner child, that confidence to come out of hiding. Like I said, some of you are coming out, not necessarily like coming out as, well, some of you may be coming out as queer, but coming out of whatever someone else tried to put on you. Somebody else's story, somebody else's judgment, somebody else's burdens, somebody else's prison. It's not yours. You deserve better and you know it. And you're going to step into it in this next season. All right, my chapter 3s. I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey, my chapter 4s. Welcome to How Will Sweetness into Your Life in this season. I'm so excited to do this reading for you. So we have 2 oracle cards on the table. This one is going to represent the sweetness coming in for you, and this is going to be how you can access it, how it's going to come in. Then from there, I'm going to look at some tarot cards to kind of get the story of the sweetness and things that you can expect. We're going to then look at some prediction cards to see what other sweetness might be coming in. And finally, we're going to pull a final oracle card that's going to represent the integration, how you can kind of bring it all together. So let's get into your reading. We have Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. Wow. Wow. Whoa, this kind of feels like the Judgment card. It says moved by the goddess, or the divine, or the ancestors. You can substitute that word in for whatever resonates with you. But it says what's standing out to me, out other than soul call, is here for this. It feels like for some of you who have chosen this pile, you have been questioning your place in this world. You're questioning whether, for some of you, why you're here in the first place. The sweetness that I see coming in for you is a new and renewed purpose, a glimpse at why you are here for this, a stirring in your soul that reminds you of the agreements that I believe that we all make when we incarnate into this world, into this life. And so it feels like a new awakening for you. It feels like a resurrection for you, chapter 4. And so I really love the word gather at the end, because it reminds me of, I think there's a story in the Bible. Stay with me, because if you're not church, I can understand that the Bible can be triggering for some folks, but stick with me for just a moment. But there's a story where I believe it was after Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, where people just wanted to come and see. People come and gather. And if it wasn't Lazarus, it could have just been, or maybe it was a little girl, Jairus' daughter, that was sick and recovered. People want to come see. Oh, are you the one? Are you the one who was revived? Are you the one who was sick? Well, look at you now. We heard the good news about you. We heard you had a connection and a real moment with the divine, and things are different for you. We just had to come see. We had to gather. I think of when in the Bible it says that when Jesus rose from the dead, that folks came from far and wide and they didn't believe what they saw. I feel like that's going to be your story, that people are going to, in this next season, they're not going to believe their eyes. I feel like such newness is coming for you, chapter 4. Wow. Let's see how you're going to enter into that, to access this. Ooh, patience. Patience. Because, if you have been feeling downcast, sad, depressed, One, I hope that you are able to find support for that. And also give yourself so much compassion, because we are living in a very difficult world. And I don't know the details of your life, but patience is going to be necessary for you to anticipate and expect and be open to the sweetness coming in for your life. It's coming. We just don't know when. But I do know from what I'm seeing in these cards is that you are being stirred. You are hopeful. That's why you clicked on this reading. And so I see brighter tomorrows for you, chapter 4. So much so that Spirit told me I needed 4 chapters. I normally do 3. Very seldom do I do 4. So the fact that you are watching this video and this particular chapter, I know that you were led here. Don't give up. Hold on. Don't give up yet. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to also share with you. Yeah, I can't shake that chapter 4 because I normally do 3 and I heard so loudly do 4. So yeah, I'm glad that you're here and listening to this. Spirit, what do you have for my chapter 4s? What messages do they need now? This one. Okay. This one. Let's get one more. And what else, Spirit, for my chapter 4s? About the sweetness coming in. Yeah. Yeah. That 4 of Pentacles at the bottom is so loud to me because it's speaking about like that feeling safe and secure. And I just feel like in this group, that's necessary for y'all right now. To feel safe and secure, especially when the state of the world is just so rocky and so tumultuous. There's something about feeling safe and secure. There's something about like trusting that you have enough resources, that you have enough help, that you have enough money so that you can survive this. And so, like I said, I felt like some of y'all were like feeling like, oh, why am I even here? I do feel that the way this person has the pentacle over their chest, they're holding back. They're holding pieces of themselves back. And that's not a judgment. Sometimes there's great reason, good reason for that. You may have been hurt. You may have been wounded. You may have been disappointed. And so I get that. But what's beautiful about the lineage of the rose key, this card says, moved by, and I'm going to say the divine in case goddess doesn't resonate. Moved by the divine, meaning the divine has you on their radar. And I don't want you to think of moved. This person is like in an immovable position, right? They have these 2 pentacles under their feet. They have this one over their chest. There's one bouncing on their head. And so they are in a place where they're not trying to move. And if they're going to move, then they need a really good reason. And so if you have been feeling stuck, Spirit is saying that they're going to come in and help you to unclench, help you to kind of roll your shoulders, help you to kind of get out of that place of feeling stuck so things can be fluid and feel nice again. That's what I hear. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, wow. Powerful cards for you, chapter 4. Because you're starting from a place, the Queen of Pentacles, one of my favorite queens. Because they represent that abundance. They represent that flourishing. The Queen of Pentacles represents what it means to care for the self, to care for the body, to care for the mind, to care for the soul. They are someone who has their needs met. But do you see how they are holding to the pentacle? They are open. They are looking at what they have to offer lovingly. They're not holding on for dear life. because they have reached a place where they now have enough. And so what I see is the divine moving you into a place where you feel that security of having enough. And I see these blessings taking you over quickly. The Eight of Wands is fast, fast, fast. The Eight of Wands is that fast action. I love the Dust to Onyx Tarot by Courtney Alexander, because in Courtney's deck, the Eight of Wands, the wands are actually ancestors. They look like shooting stars in the sky, and it's like the assistants coming in. And we already talked about the divine moving you. So there's something about the divine coming in like a flood for you. Chapter 4. And what are they here to offer you? The Ace of Cups. The beginnings. I told you it feels like a new awakening for you. These are new beginnings for you. Love, inspiration. For some of you, it's literally Spirit saying, I'm going to give you the strength to get out of bed. I'm going to give you something to like sweet to smile about. It's the simple things. It's the mundane things. I just feel like this next season for you, chapter 4, is just going to be like sweet nothings. And by sweet nothings, I mean like the things that just make you smile. And it's just like, it just takes you by surprise. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like some huge gesture, but like Spirit just kind of like, maybe sending a bird to your window to sing to you in the morning. Maybe getting caught in a nice afternoon rain, if you like that. Maybe finding a $5 bill on the sidewalk. Just sweet things that just happen unexpectedly. Maybe you're in a drive-through and somebody like pays for your meal by the time you pull up to the window. It's just like little gestures of Spirit saying, we're with you. We see you. We know you. We love you. Let's see what other sweetness is coming in for my chapter 4s. Spirit, what do you have for my chapter 4s? Spirit, what do you have for my chapter 4s? Ooh. Okay, one more. I want to get 4. One more. What's coming in for my chapter 4? Okay, just, yeah. I'm going to keep that one because I'm going to get another, but that one wanted to show out. And when I read for these cards and I see the dark woman or the dark man, that definitely comes through as ancestors. Yep, look. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yeah, it comes through as ancestors assisting you right now. So yeah, you definitely have heavy spiritual protection. You have, the divine has you in mind. And so you're not forgotten, even if you feel down. The Queen of Pentacles, I mentioned how they're like lovingly holding on to this pentacle. Like they're not holding on too tight. They're not clenching. They're letting it go. They're just watching. That also feels like the divine in you, because you are the treasure. You are the gold. You are the beauty. And look at how they are regarding you. So what else you can expect? You have the hat key that came out. If I can pick it up. It says you'll be playing a different role. Yeah, because I feel joy coming for you. I feel new hope coming for you. It says keep your life in balance. So yeah, let's see. I just think that if you are in this group and you're someone who's been having a hard time, what are the ways that you can engage your inner child to find some inner joy that will then, radiate outwards? If you've been spending time alone, is there anyone that you can share some time with, some space with, a loved one, a friend? How are you engaging in joy? As you're asking these questions of why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? How are you inviting the divine into that? And then how are you inviting your support systems into that? This is going to help with keeping the life in balance. And you have Dolphin, it says financial gain, which we see in the Queen of Pentacles. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So like I told you, the divine is watching for you, watching out for you. So I am expectant that things are going to happen. It just, you have to have patience. But then the dark woman came out with the angel on top of the Ace of Cups. And to me, this is just clear as day, talking about you having ancestral mothers, ancestral support, and who are protecting you and watching over you, mind, body, and spirit. And so I want you to know that you are being held. Chapter 4, you are being held. Even in the midst of all of this, you are being held. So let's look at a final word, a final message, how you can integrate all of this in this season. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what do you have for my chapter 4s? Oh, this one? This one. Just this one? Okay. You have lightheartedness, Ashe, represented by Xenia. Xenia encourages spontaneity and just plain silliness in order to help bridge the gap between the responsible adult and innocent child. Cannot make this up. What did I just say? Allow yourself to rediscover your joyful, playful inner child. Open your heart and your imagination and allow yourself to dream. The world is your oyster and anything is possible. I cannot make this up. We talked about openness and the Four of Pentacles being about, look right below was the Five of Pentacles. I felt the fear. That's what's here in the Four of Pentacles, is like, I gotta hold on to everything because I don't know what's coming. Winter is here, or winter has been here. And so this is saying, like, enjoy the lightheartedness. I know you're holding on to everything, but Spirit is saying, keep yourself open to the goodness that can be possible, and you will experience it because it's coming. It's coming. I believe it, chapter 4. I believe it. Just like I believe that you came to this message, this video, just to hear me say these things to you today. I am confident. I am confident that the divine will not let you down. Yeah. All right, my loves. I hope that was helpful to you. Yes, helpful and hopeful. I hope that you find ways to engage in lightheartedness and play and fun, joy, laughter, and like the card says, plain silliness. Sometimes that's exactly what we need. All right, my loves, I will see you in the next video.